Well, I've suffered with back pain for over 33 years. And it's hardly, it's hard to talk about sometimes. But when I first injured my back and went through chiropractic, I went through orthopedic, I sought all types of gadgets to help the back, the pillow, the neck, and somehow the back just got worse. There were times, months, years, 6 months at a time, the back would just go out, the nerves would be inflamed, and just chronic pain, and I just stayed in bed. Of course, I had numerous and all types of medication. The strongest that I had the very last time was a medication that is normally given to people who suffer with cancer. And I knew that it's a little patch. And I knew then that my back was not getting better. I've spent thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to correct this back. I've had breast surgery, believing that it would help the back. And ultimately, I almost lost my life because of the surgery. It didn't help my back. So finally, I went to pain management. And I thought pain management was going to help alleviate the pain to the fact that I could endure it. And it was the worst experience of my life. I would not recommend it to anyone. But it was the doctor said surgery was the next thing. The only thing that would alleviate the pain. It was chronic pain. It was just not pain. I have a high tolerance of pain. But unfortunately, I just couldn't leave the house. I could feel the movement of traffic outside. Couldn't climb up and down the stairs. It hurt severely to do the normal things of just going into the bathroom and relieving oneself in the morning. It was unbearable. So one day, October 3rd, 2007, I want to make sure. 2006, October 3rd. A prayer sister of mine, she called me and she said that she had heard of this machine. It was called the Brooklyn Spine Center, and everything they talked about, I had. And I was at the end of my wits. So I took the number, not really going to call. Had done everything, had acupuncture, had chiropractic, I had neurological treatments. I tried everything, muscle therapy, everything. I've tried it. Didn't work. So I said, one more chance, let me try it. I called the number, laying in the bed, never thinking that I would be where I am today. My life I had no life. For over the last 10 years, I really had no life. I lived in not just a back brace, but it had medical, metal stays in it, like a corset, couldn't bend. I remember Ted Kennedy, he wore the same thing I wore. And so anyway, I called the number, and they were pleasant on the phone. That made my whole attitude that day change from crying to optimistic. And I came in, and I met Dr. Keller. The first time I really had a woman doctor. All the other doctors were men, but she had compassion. She listened to everything that I had to say. And she said that she believed I was a candidate for this machine. And I thought to myself, if I wasn't a candidate, what would be wrong with me if I wasn't a candidate? And long and behold, I did. I came in went on the machine, and it was a challenge. But I knew I wanted to be able to at least get myself to a point from a 5% of living to at least an 85% of ability to move and to just have some normalcy in my life. And so that's what the treatment did. And every time I came, I knew I was going to get better because of how I was received. Just the people, the staff. They were pleasant, always professional, always courtesy. The courtesy was above and beyond of all the doctors I have been. I've been all over New York, different doctors at different levels and so on. But the professionalism here is just phenomenal. They help you to get better. They have a pleasantness that allows you not to be sorrowful for yourself. And so the treatment continued to, it helped me. I went from not being able to do for myself to be able to drive myself here. Sometimes I couldn't. I had to take the assessor ride. But I believed in the treatment, the way that they are knowledgeable about what they are doing. They know everything about my body. The machine and them, they made it personal. I felt I was the only patient coming in here. And long and behold, August of 2007, I said to Dr. Keller, I said, I envision myself running the marathon. And she says, I see you too. And I can tell you, 85%, I was beyond 85%. But I wanted to take that brace off because I lived in a brace for so many years. It didn't fit right on my clothes. I didn't feel like I was as attractive as I could be from the outside. And I can say today, it did happen. I woke up one morning. I was able to get out of bed. I wasn't crying. I wasn't grunting. I went downstairs. And I realized once I got downstairs, I didn't put on my brace to get there. And so from the DRX 9,000 decompression machine and the chiropractic treatment that I received, I know that my back is healed. It's healed. Yes, there may be a little aches and pains because we put stress and strain on our backs just from bending over incorrectly, not sitting properly, not laying properly, But I now can run. I don't walk with a cane. I don't have to wear a back brace. I'm now doing things. I can play ball. I can enjoy my children, my grands. I can enjoy my life. And I don't take that for granted. Because 20-something years, people, all my family and friends, they never thought. And my mom and dad never got to see me healed. But I knew it would happen for me. And when I came here, I knew this was the place. It was because if we have the opportunity to have technology and science put together to help people, it comes from a greater power. And I saw that in Dr. Keller. I know she has that power. She has a vision. She has a vision for seeing people well, whole. Even in her newsletters, it's more than just informational. It's an encouragement to see yourself healed, to see yourself whole, and I love it. If If I ever needed medical advice other than for my back, I know I would call her. And not only her staff as well. All of her doctors are. They have the same optimistic that she has. And I believe that's why this place is I wish I could tell everybody. If you think you don't have a choice, try this choice. Try this choice. This was an alternative. This is a non-surgical. This is more practical. Yes, there are things you have to do to help get yourself healed. You must drink water, cleanse your body, eat the proper food, exercise. Did I walk and run in the marathon? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.